This is the story of Samsung, the company that is nothing short of a household name, the company that has become one of the world's most well-known and successful companies, and has diversified into multiple areas of tech. But where did this world-renowned tech giant come from? Where did it all start for Samsung? 1938 to 1960. Early years. Samsung was founded as a grocery trading store on March 1, 1938, by Lee Byung-chul. He started his business in Daegu, Korea, trading noodles and other goods produced in and around the city and exporting them to China and its provinces. The company grew and expanded to Seoul in 1947, but left when the Korean War broke out. Following the war, Lee started a sugar refinery in Busan before expanding into textiles and building what was, at the time, the largest woolen mill in Korea. This early diversification became a successful growth strategy for Samsung, which rapidly expanded into the insurance, securities, and retail businesses. After the war, Samsung focused on the redevelopment of Korea, especially industrialization. 1960 to 1980, entering to electronics. In the 1960s, Samsung entered the electronics industry with the formation of several electronics-focused divisions: Samsung Electronics Devices, Samsung Electro-Mechanics, Samsung Corning, Samsung Semiconductor and Telecommunications. Additionally, a Samsung-Sanyo partnership began, paving the way for the production of TVs, microwaves, and other consumer products. In the late 1960s, Samsung became one of the first Korean companies to venture into the semiconductor industry. It started producing memory chips, which helped to establish its position as a leading producer of electronics components. In 1970, Samsung Sanyo produced its first black and white TVs and expanded its reach into shipbuilding, petrochemicals, and aircraft engines. Over the next decade, Samsung also produced transistor black and white TVs, color TVs, refrigerators, electric desk calculators, and air conditioners. In the late 1970s, Samsung began to focus on developing new technologies and improving its existing products. The company invested heavily in research and development and established several research centers in South Korea and abroad. This investment paid off in 1980, when Samsung became the first company in South Korea to produce DRAM chips. The late 1970s and early 80s witnessed the rapid expansion of Samsung's technology businesses. Separate semiconductor and electronics branches were established, and in 1978 an aerospace division was created. Samsung Data Systems, now Samsung SDS, was established in 1985 to serve businesses' growing need for systems development. That helped Samsung quickly become a leader in information technology services. Throughout the 1960s to 1980s, Samsung's focus on innovation and its commitment to quality helped it to become one of the largest and most successful electronics companies in the world. 1980 to 2000, Samsung is a global company. In the 1980s, Samsung experienced tremendous growth as the company focused on developing and expanding its electronics division. During this decade, Samsung became a leading producer of black and white televisions, color televisions, and home appliances. In 1982, Samsung introduced its first home computer, the Samtron. The company also expanded its product line, producing products such as VCRs, camcorders, and DVD players. In 1993, Samsung introduced the first high-definition television, HDTV, in Korea. In the late 1990s, Samsung became a leading player in the mobile phone market, launching its first phone, the Sh100, in 1996. 2000 to 2023, start of Smart and the growing success. In the early years of the 21st century, Samsung continued to grow and expand as a tech company. It also secured its place as the most popular consumer brand in general. In 2000, Samsung launches its first mobile phone, the SCHV200. It also expands into the digital camera market with the release of the Samsung Digimax. In 2002, Samsung releases the world's first DVD player capable of playing both DVD video and DVD audio discs, marking its entry into the home entertainment market. In 2004, Samsung introduces its first tablet computer, the Samsung Q1, and launches its first smartphone, the Samsung SGHI 300. In 2008, Samsung releases the Samsung Omnia, one of the first smartphones to run on Windows Mobile operating system. In 2010, Samsung introduces the Galaxy S smartphone, which becomes one of the most successful Android-powered smartphones in the market. In 2012, Samsung releases the Galaxy S3, which sets new records for smartphone sales. In 2013, Samsung introduces the Galaxy Gear smartwatch, marking its entry into the wearable technology market. In 2015, Samsung releases the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, which feature a new design and improved camera. In 2017, Samsung releases the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, featuring a new design, bezel-less display, and improved camera. In 2018, Samsung releases the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus, with improved camera and processor, and introduces the Galaxy Note 9 with an improved S Pen. In 2019, Samsung releases the Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, and S10 5G, with improved camera and fingerprint scanner. In 2020, Samsung releases the Galaxy Z Flip, the company's first foldable smartphone. Samsung introduces the Galaxy S21 series, with improved camera and faster charging. In 2022, Samsung releases the Galaxy Z Fold 2, a second-generation foldable smartphone. In 2023, Samsung continues to innovate and improve its product line, including the Galaxy Note and Galaxy S series, as well as expanding into new markets and technologies.